It almost feels wrong to interrupt the silence. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dean Batten. I'm a singer-songwriter, I guess, from Daytona. And you can find a lot of my music out online and other places. And I'm going to open up here tonight with a song called Sweet Virginia Comes Again. This is one long innuendo. So if you don't like it, just forgive me. Oh, sweet Virginia, don't you shut it off yet. I'm half as high as I've ever been. I'm just trying to catch my breath. No pretty lady, please now don't you run away. But if you must, then there ain't no rush. I'll be here waiting until sweet Virginia comes again. Till sweet Virginia comes again. Outside the kitchen door, it's crickets singing. Some music half as sweet as the gift you're bringing. And I'm praying, Lord, I hope she's here to stay. For corn whiskey and homemade wine where the angels bathe in. To make sweet Virginia come again. To make sweet Virginia come again. That full moon's bright and we've got nowhere to go. We can make it right here at home. If you just come sit in my kitchen, I'll show you what you've been missing. You'll forget why you got gone. I'll make sweet Virginia come again. 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 And again and again and again. You guys want to hear a true story?
Yes.
You know it. You know what song this is? Charlie, you know what song this is? You think you remembered? Yeah. Okay. So, I used to live in Los Angeles, and I picked up a gig one night, riding out to LA and playing drums for a friend's project. And so we went out and we played our gig, and then we went back. And after our set, this dude came walking over to me. He's like, "Hey man, I really like your drumming." And you know, kind of a scraggly 90s guy goatee. He had his hood up inside. So I looked up and said, "Hey, thanks man, I appreciate it." And we went outside and I bummed a smoke from him. He told me his life story, and it kind of shattered me. I could relate to certain parts of it. And I asked him if I could write a song about it, and he said, please. So This one's about Dennis. It's for Dennis, and it's called Dennis. It goes like this. The television's on. The phone is off the hook. Through the cigarettes and coke, I don't know where to look. You were in school when Mama died. Lord knows how your mama tried. Even if she failed at certain times, she did her best to raise you right. Father, Father, where are you going? Do not walk so fast. If you leave now, your little boy will be lost. Little boy's lost. Well, Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. 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 Human folks are hard and mean. At the time, or so it seemed. The only way to make it clean, shoot for other pastures green. Blew a line and grabbed the grip. One way out now, let her rip. 38 special didn't slip, but also didn't do the trick. And Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Well, Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Well, Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Well, Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Yeah, stuttered speech, still ere you died. He shivers home alone at night. Through the muzzle flash, he saw the light. Walking now is complicated. It's not what he anticipated, but he found the strength, so can I. So can I. So can I. Life is beautiful, life is meaningful, life is difficult, but that's the point. It's not the peak you seek to find, it's where you go along the climb, along the climb. Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Well, Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. Dennis, I'm glad that you survived. You know what? I think now I'm gonna slap that capo on. Y'all want to hear another story song? Right on. This one's kind of a personal favorite. One night I got stoned and was watching old war movies. And my dad is an accountant, and his father before him was an accountant, but only after he came back from World War II. And he had his left hand blown off and then reattached with bones from his ass on the bank of a river in Cassino, Italy, if anybody knows where Cassino is. And the Nazis came in and were, doing Nazi shit. And he was there trying to peel them back. I might have details wrong. I'm not a historian, so anybody here on the internet, don't light me on fire. I'm just a songwriter. But he came back and he became an accountant. It was a good way to make a living. Couldn't exactly be a lineman anymore, so I'll do that. And he picked up the Purple Heart Association. Do you know what the Purple Heart is? You do? Okay. So he picked up the Purple Heart Association, which is the organization for all those guys, as a client. Kind of cool. And then my dad sort of took over the family business after my granddad passed. And I grew up going to various board meetings and other events for the Purple Heart Association. And I grew up around a lot of guys that are missing hands, missing arms, missing legs, missing feet, eyes, ears, noses. Just war. And I've always had a great deal of empathy for people who come back from that situation. And so this song is kind of retrospectively dedicated to all of those guys. This one's called Roger McClain, and it goes like this. It's a hard way to go out, old Roger McClain. After Molly died, there wasn't much to do. He dusted her picture on the handmade shelf that hung above his Velcro shoes. Watched the sunbeams that come down like water before the rain falls each June afternoon. And it made his eyes leak, but there's no need to speak. He just smiled and knew night would come soon. Humming. I-dee-di-di-di-do, I-dee-di-di-di-do, I-dee-di-di-di-do. He'd walk the whole neighborhood from noon until 3 every Sunday. Said he liked the heat. And Roger McClain had worms in his brain that had been there since '68. They taught him to fly planes and how not to complain. Then his family and friends did the same. Now the lawn's overgrown and the kids never phone, but he walks with a smile on his face, humming. I-dee-di-di-di-do, I-dee-di-di-di-do, I-dee-di-di-di-do. Molly, I feel so alone now, but I think I may finally understand. It's a wonderful sunset this evening, and I watched it with your wedding band. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. There ain't nothing I'm afraid to leave behind. We don't talk much, me, John, and Linda, but it seems them and the grandkids are fine. I miss you a bit more each morning, and I miss you a bit less every night. Wherever you are, I will find you. But until then, it seems everything is mostly alright. We've been humming that old song you taught me, though I don't know the words or the name, but the company of melodies welcome. It helps me to steady my aim. Really like that one. He's in here. I knew I was bugged. It's a setup. I knew it the whole time. Shit, where's my pick? Where's my pick? Oh, did I drop it on the floor again? No, there it is. It was under my leg. All right. This one's a little bit faster. Kind of a folk rock thing. Orlando, you already have the t-shirt, so you don't have to listen, but if anybody here wants a t-shirt, I actually have some in a backpack for this song. And I'm starving to death, so hit me up. But this one is partly inspired by, of all things, a proverb. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 10, I believe. It's the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. That is not a representation of me. The little card he's holding there is not a representation of me. I do love Jesus, though. Let me get that out now. I love God. That's what I'm into, is I'm into God. And motorcycles and psychedelic mushrooms and pot and sex out of wedlock. Yeah. All right. I know that's all into a microphone and on camera, so let me just get it out now. I do love Jesus. And I still smoke weed. So this one's called Fear Your Death, and it goes like this. I don't want for nothing, nothing don't want me. Subconscious is a blender, mixes new things constantly. And we'll make mine deliver and pull out from the bone and take me to the river where I can try to find my own. It's a feeling I remember with a wistful twist of eye. Tell me who among us don't fear death and thinks they really feel alive. Dreaming after something and trying to make it real. Plant your feet in something you can really feel. And can't account for style, but you can take it to the bank and trade it in for something you can use for name and rank. And you know you best remember how to look them in the eye, saying if you do not fear your death, then you just really ain't alive. No matter how big the building, it's just a matter of time. You know these things only happen one brick at a time. A memory on a postcard that you left behind so that you could not remember injuries from former lives, knowing that it's correct to fear death but need not fear to be alive. Let's go be alive. That's 4. All right. Yeah. So.
Actually, it's gonna be a good time that you acknowledge me. So.
All right. We're good. So this next one's kind of a rock song, and this one's called Magdelena Shudders. It goes like this. It can be a cell, or it can be a throne room. It's all just as well. When Babylon's a bridegroom. In my Magdelena shudders, my lover may never recover from the beauty and the horror that burns like the seraphim wonder. Or a man thrown into the sun. throwing with the lowly. That name rang a bell, and time will take us slowly. In my Magdelena Shudders, my lover may never recover from the beauty and the horror that burns like the seraphim wonder, or a man thrown into the sun. Watch the sun come up, child. You can see him shimmer, that faithful glimmer coming with the dawn. None such hoary wisdom can prevent this damage, or seize full advantage for whatever side you're on. In my Magdelena Shudders, my lover may never recover from the beauty and the horror that burns like the seraphim wonder, or a man thrown into the sun. What do you think? 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 Woo.